Hashtag feed your skills. Hashtag let's learn and grow together. Hello world, a wonderful day to all of you. This is another live session of free international webinar brought to you by the Institute of Global Professionals. Welcome everyone. I'm your host for this session. My name is Marbeth, a global member of IGP from the Philippines. It is my distinct honor to be your host in this session. I'm so excited for this occasion that we can convene virtually through this international free webinar brought to us by the Institute of Global Professionals, or IGP. It is my pleasure to be with you once again. This event is another opportunity for learning and another milestone of growing for all of us. I'm proud to tell you that every day many new participants are joining with us. I'd like to welcome all the new participants to IGP's global family. With this, I feel obliged to give you a little background about IGP. The Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institution which provides social work. We believe that it is not effective to increase one's skill by just obtaining formal education. In accordance with IGP's mission, that is to empower people and hone their skills, we provide trainings and consultations to generate a proficient generation through webinars, trainings, offline and online courses with highly competitive speakers and best and well-trained coaches from all across the globe so that we can cater you with the best learning platform. I'm proud to inform you that IGP is an ISO certified training and education institute. We are internationally recognized and globally accredited. Did you know that IGP is an award winning institute with multiple records as most engaging e learning platform? Thus, IGP is your trusted platform to learn new things from the global leading leaders. We are the leading online skill development institution with thousands of learners worldwide. Most importantly, IGP is committed to serve. IGP is bringing the community of professionals to grow together and learn from each other. Here in IGP, learning never stops. We wish that you remain with us in this endeavor. I hope that everyone will stay with us until the end of the program because we have a lot of things in store for you today. Here in IGP webinars, you will not just listen to our speakers, but we appreciate your active engagement in the comment section. We encourage your participation in the live quiz competition, and we ask for your interaction in the Q&A part of the program. In the live quiz competition, the top 10 participants will receive the quiz completion certificate. That is right after this live event. It will be posted few minutes after our live event in IGP's official Facebook page. Then it will be available for you to download. After which is the Q&A part where everyone will have the chance to interact with our speaker by sending in your questions in the comment section. During our live show, there will be questions that will pop up on your screen. This will keep you engaged all throughout the duration of the webinar. Simply send your idea in the comment section. Every day during our live session, we award certificate of lifetime membership to the most active, enthusiastic participant. So what are you waiting for? Share our live event to your friends and to your community and in other social media forums such as LinkedIn, Instagram, or Twitter. Write comments and feedback in the comment section. Who knows, you could be the next recipient of IGP's Certificate of Lifetime Membership. And please be informed that e-certificate soft copy of this webinar will be provided to all the active participants. Before the end of the program, I will give you the certification code together with the certification process on how you can auto-generate your e-certificate. With this, everybody is encouraged to stay with us until the end of the program. Here in IGP International Webinar, lots of exciting things awaits us today. I am sure that all of us will have many takeaways and payoffs from this webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. I'm so honored to welcome all of you to the Institute of Global Professionals Free International Webinar. Once again, I am Marbeth, a core volunteer of IGP from the Philippines. and I am so privileged to host today's webinar. With this, I would like to say let's watch together and learn together. We believe that the power is gained by sharing knowledge, not by hoarding it. And did you know that as of this afternoon, we have already successfully completed 846 webinars in various topics of your interest. All of these are available in our website that is www.eduigp.com. Feel free to access them anytime. Again, that is www.eduigp.com. You may also check all recorded webinars anytime on our Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. With this, we expect that all of you are getting a little bit benefited both in your personal and professional life. From time to time, you may like, share, tag your friends, and write comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe in our YouTube channel and join our Facebook page and Facebook group. Please give a review on our Facebook page. And to those who have joined in the YouTube channel live streaming, make sure to click the bell button to be notified with our live streaming every day. To those who have joined in Facebook page or Facebook group, make sure to pin IGP's FB group or FB page so that you won't miss notification of our live and upcoming events. And it is my humble request for all of you to support us by spreading the news about IGP's free international webinar to your friends and to your community. This is the only way that we could give back and show our appreciation to IGP. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And before proceeding to our program, first allow me to greet some of our active participants, both in FB Live and YouTube channel live streaming. Greetings to all of you. And our early bird for today's event is none other than Evelyn Waperi and Alex Javier Alvarez. Hello to Sir Flomi R. Salvido. Hello to April J. Nakua. Hi to Novi Mariel de la Cruz. Hello, Sir Alan Bruta, as one of our CSR team. Hello to Jeneline Borja. And also to Do Sing Chakin. Hi to Ajera Sintik Tadi. To Jinky Zamora Cabanero. We have here Novi Del Cruz again. Alan Butas is with us, our CSR team, and also to Juanito Baile Compari, Nina Generale or General, Jinky Zamora. Hi to Merjoy Paladan. We have so many participants today. Shilampay, Enelita Kitor Villanueva, Yosores Rossi, Catherine Joy Masculino Rocha. Sheila Umpay again. So, hello everyone. Hello to Ma'am Carmela and hello to all of you, to Dr. Vivek Gupta. Hello. Again, I would like to request everyone, please share our live event to your friends. Invite as many friends as you can to attend this session. And by our request, everyone, can we click the share button? Yes, use your magic pointer to click the share button. Thank you so much. For those who did, please do share our live event to your friends and to your newsfeed. Thank you so much, and let me know if you did already. Please let me know in the comment section. And you may also utilize the comment box for your questions and also for your feedback. You may share us how IGP is being helpful to you both in your personal and professional development. Don't hesitate to ask questions because the IGP CSR team and IGP facilitating officers will be happy to answer your queries. And so, happy learning, everyone. Without further ado, let's start the program with the IGP's mantra. That is, feed your skills, innovate, inspire, impact. For today, I am presenting webinar number 847 on the importance of media in the community. Indeed, we are so privileged to have a distinguished speaker from Nigeria. She is a senior correspondent, a journalist, media management, digital marketing editor, news reporter, and news reporter and head for digital promotion. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to our keynote speaker for today. She is none other than Taiwo Temitope Agunmola from Nigeria. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I welcome all our viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you. I welcome you all.
Thank you so much, Mom. You may start sharing something about yourself and then you may proceed to your presentation.
All right. I want to welcome everyone to this webinar program. And to the topic, the importance of media in our community. So I want to start with my career. I started my journalism in September 2007 in the Leadership Newspapers Office, Lagos, Nigeria. I have the privilege to cover various bits as state parliament, education, uh, Nigeria Stock Exchange, aviation, health, to mention few. I left Newsprint 2007, August 2017, and joined online news platform, Upshot Media, as a senior correspondent to continue my career. Um, and in this journey, I have received a threat while trying to follow the ethics of journalism. One of them is objectivity. If you are trying to be objective, saying it as it is, then as a journalist here in this climb, it's a little bit difficult. So in the media faced more challenges at this time in the country. Nigeria, most especially, now that Nigeria is preparing for general elections, media, journalists most especially, face serious challenges. And one of the challenges is saying it as it is. So if you fall into that category of trying to follow the ethics of the profession, then you should know that you will face a serious problem. Having said that, so far it has been a wonderful experience for me to be a journalist. Let me say here that I love my job very well. My job gives me joy when I'm sad. So when I'm not happy and I find myself on the field, then my happiness returns, the joy returns for me. In my office, my experience in reporting on politics retained me in the Lagos Assembly, in the Lagos Parliament, I mean. So we call it Lagos Assembly here, but it's the state parliament. So, and I covered education, labor unions. You might wonder how I was able to combine different beats. I cover different beats like labor unions, education, state parliaments. I do that simultaneously. So you may wonder how that is possible for me. In the age of technology and my relationship with colleagues helped me to so well to achieve this. Since I started my profession, I have never been given any query about missing stories. So I've been fortunate about reporting and not missing any stories. And because that technology has helped me in that aspect, in that regard, and my relationship with my colleagues. So let me move quickly to what media and community are. The media is fundamental to every aspect of human existence. It provides facts to allow us to better informed about the issues that matter to us. It provides criticism, debate to ensure that information is tested and examined from all points of view. Media is also referred to as fourth estate of the realm, as stated in the Constitution of Nigeria here, because I report here from Nigeria, so I'm speaking from Nigeria. As stated in the chapter 2 of section 22 of Nigerian Constitution, it backs that rules. It backs that rules that media play in our community. Media is described as any channel of communication which include anything from printed paper, your newspapers, digital data, and encompassing arts, news, educational content, and numerous other forms of information. So with the aid of technology, you can get the media content via your phone, your laptop. You can get it, via the technological devices that I just mentioned. Media is also described as any channel of communication which include anything from printed to digital. So I've mentioned that. Now back to the definition of community. Oxford Dictionary defines a community group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristics in common. So that is community. So I'm trying to give us what the two major points there we have in that definition. We have the media and the community. All right, so we have types of media. We have print media, we have broadcast media, we have digital online. The print media is on newspapers, your magazine that you get media content from. So most of us, but in this new technological age, most of us we get media content via our computer, our laptop, our iPhone, and the likes. Then broadcast media is television, radio. You consume media content via that. Then digital online. As I'm talking now, some people are hearing me from different countries. So you can get your news content, the media content from online. All right. Types of media. We have type of media, like I mentioned. I think I've mentioned that print media. We have television, cell phone. So we get some of those contents in media content via those channels that I've just mentioned. So print media, it is through the newspaper, books, magazines, things they give information about music, movies, and current affairs once in a day. So we consume media content every day. In fact, let me say every minute. As the news is breaking, you are getting it instantly on your phone, on your mobile phone, on your computers, on your devices, on your devices, like whatever devices that you are using. You get media content as news is breaking. You are getting it. That is the help of technology. Then on television, if you are the type that you have opportunity to stick to your television, this gives the same about news and entertainment. So this allow you to switch to different channels to watch the news content of your choice. So you can watch the news content of your choice. So as for example, now in Nigeria, as news is breaking, you can get from all over the world. You can get the news content as it's breaking. You can get it. So for example, in Nigeria now, there is ASU strike. The university lecturers, they are on strike. So as news is breaking on that, on that issue, then you are getting it. You can get it all over the world via your devices or via television. Then your cell phone media became a crucial part of everyone's life. This cell phone media is the way, but better than printed and TV media. With a cell phone, the news and information about movies, music, latest gadgets will be updated every second, and you can watch and listen everywhere by carrying it in your pocket. So because it's handy, so you can move your mobile everywhere you go. You can get the news content from your mobile phones. All right, now back to impact of the. Now we want to discuss the main issue now, the impact of media on community. Impact of media on community. Media contributes to the community both positively and negatively, because the advent of social media is changing the way we communicate and also influences us in a way. So let me shed more light on that. Media is so powerful that it influences us positively. So let me talk about the positive aspect of it. It gives you the content. It gives you hope. Media tells you what is happening in your society. It tells you the latest happening. It tells you if there is outbreak. For example, when there's COVID-19, media broke that news that there's COVID-19 and everybody were aware that, oh, there's COVID-19 and the measures to take and what to do to prevent yourself from contacting COVID-19. So those are that's one of the impacts that the media has made. So, and that is the positive side of the media. Then when we talk about the negative side, some of the content that the media dish out at times influences the community, the people living in a community. There are times that media will just push out some content that is supposed not to be. It might be that they send some things that may influence the general public negatively. Might be news content, and some people will be asking question, why would social media outfits send such a news? And because media can send a story that can scatter the whole community, and it can send a story that will bring community together. That's how bad media can be. But as media, we place much premium on the positive side. Role of a media in the community. One of the major roles of the media is informing, educating, and entertaining the general public. We inform, tell the public what the event that is about to happen. We tell the public the activities of government. We tell the public, even the professionals. We can also tell the public what your activities are. We can tell the public your policies, how it will affect them both negative and positively. So, the roles are numerous. Then we entertain them. Some people, if you agree with me, that they can be on their mobile phones from morning till night, and it will be probably difficult for them to even leave their mobile devices, because as you are every minute, every second, media is sending, updating you with the latest happening. As you are moving from one news to the other, you get more information as regards what is happening in your community. The media is the sword arm of democracy that act as watchdog. So we perform the check and balancing function. We checkmate the government. We ensure that we bring government accountable. In all over the world, media bring government accountable. For example, now in UK, in the United Kingdom, in United States of America, all over the world, our roles is the same thing. The role of the media is the same thing. We checkmate the government. We bring them accountable. So we are like a sword. We are like a watchdog to government. We beam our lights to activities of government and to other organizations. So we do that to protect the interest of the community. We do that to protect the interest of the people, because the common man cannot just ask anyhow question from government. They don't have access to government. So media does that role, to question government, to ask them question, and to give the community feedback. All right, still on the impact of media. So the media keep people abreast of information they need to assist their daily activities and development of government activities. So as there is development, for example, when you see the funeral of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, the funeral that just being concluded in United Kingdom, you see how the role of the media in that funeral, from the beginning to the end of that funeral, you see media keeping the public, everybody abreast of the happenings there. Nobody can say that, oh, I don't know what is happening in UK during the burial of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. So everybody, they are aware of the program, and that role was being carried out by the media. All right. Imagine a second. So just as you are listening to me now, just imagine a second. See if there are no media to perform this responsibility that I've mentioned so far. Just imagine, close your eyes and imagine that there's no media all over the world. Think of what is going to happen. I'm very sure that larger percent of people will commit suicide. You ask question why? Because media is the hope of the common man. When there's no information, everywhere will be in darkness. There will be total darkness. the world will be something else. So as media serve as a light. We are like a light in the darkness. So when we appear, the darkness disappears because we inform people, we give hope to people. I can say all over the world now, we are experiencing inflation. There is serious war. There is so different pandemic and the likes. So media gives hope to people. They want to know what is happening in United Kingdom, what is happening in South Korea, and the rest of the world. But we tell them, okay, this is what is happening. We beam our light to those countries all over the world and tell the community this is what is happening. So we give them rest of mind that government is attending to your issue, government is doing this, organizations are working in the connection with government to ensure that they do something to ameliorate the present situation all over the world. The media warns society of dangers and hazards to society. They publish things like epidemics, wars, among others, to create awareness. So, for example, in Ukraine, the war, the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia, media have been doing a whole lot of role, whole lot of job, ensuring that they keep people abreast of that event. Telling people, okay, the war is still going on. This is what the president of Russia is saying. Putin, this is what Zelensky is saying in Ukraine. And this is the number of people that are still there. This number of people that have gone out to seek refuge in other countries. So we have huge responsibility on our shoulders as journalists, as media. So, and we provide forum for decision-making process. We provide forum for decision-making process. So we have a whole lot, like I mentioned, we have a whole lot of responsibility. Then to the obligations of the media and risk, our obligations of the media and risk. Chapter 2, Section 22 of Nigerian Constitution of Federal Republic states the obligation of media, like I mentioned earlier. The section says the press, radio, television, and other agencies of mass media shall at all times be free to uphold the fundamental objectives contained in this chapter and uphold the responsibility and accountability to the government, to the people, of the government to the people. So we are our roles are being backed up with constitution. So, and I'm sure it's applicable in other countries. That's why we are being referred to at the fourth realm, at the fourth estate of realm. After the executive, we have the legislature, we have the judiciary. Then we fall into that fourth category because of our role, because of the impact we have made, because of what we have able to do. Constitution give us that power, to perform our roles as media. So in performing this role, we have journalists across the world that have lost their lives in the course of investigating one issue or the other. I have, as a journalist, I've practiced for over 10 years. I've already witnessed threats of life. In the course of doing my job reporting, some years back, let me share this with you. Some years back in my country, that was a regime of the Goodluck Jonathan. I was among the journalists that did a particular story, and I was declared wanted because we are trying to say it the way it is. So I was declared wanted, and it was so terrible. That time was so terrible for me. I could not go out. If possible, probably I would have sought for asylum in another country. But I could not go out. I was indoor. My editor in the office told me, please don't go out. Don't pick calls. You just have to switch off your phone, stay cool and stay safe. So I was at home for some while, not to go out. But we were three that reported that particular story. So 2 were arrested. I was in Lagos, 2 were in Abuja. So 2 were arrested, and I was, so scared about my life because my name was all over in the newsprint. People were looking for me, what happened, so those are the part of the dangers that we face as journalists. Trying to, perform our role, trying to ensure that we keep the public abreast, we keep our community abreast of the happenings in the society. So, and like I mentioned some journalists here that have lost their life. Example of journalists that have lost their life in the course of performing their roles. So it wasn't tea and bread. It wasn't easy in performing these roles. And some of the people, they don't know what you are going through. There are some things that you will not be able to tell. Not every information as a journalist that you get, you will push out, because there's some that is meant for you, there's some that you will just push out to the public, and there's some that you won't be able to push out, just to ensure that you don't want to scatter the community, you don't want to cause chaos in your community. Now, back to influence of the media on today's society. Society is influenced by media in so many ways. It is media for the masses that helps them to get information about a lot of things and also form opinions and make judgments regarding various issues. It is the media which keeps people updated and informed about what is happening around them and the world, that everyone draws something from it. So, like I've explained earlier, it's the media that tell people what is happening. Currently, is the media, that is telling Nigerians at this point we are preparing. In the next few months, Nigeria will be having a general election. So it's the media that have been going around trying to get information from all the candidates, what their manifestos are, what their intention to run for the position. So it's a whole lot of responsibility, and it's a whole lot of responsibility. So we have we have so much on our shoulders. So we keep the public abreast of what is happening. It is the media which keeps people updated. We keep them updated of the latest happenings. Media is considered a mirror of modern society. It is a media that shapes our lives. I think you agree with me that will shape your life from our pushing out our news content every day. Most times we tell you this is how we look at the society. We serve as a mirror. We look at the society, we look at what is happening, and we tell the public, we have some people that are doing this. No, this is how it's supposed to be. After talking to some professionals, like those of us listening to me, after talking to professionals, we dish out what they have said to us that we feel the public should hear about. We dish it out, and that shape their thinking, it shape their daily lives. All right. So modern technology give birth to internet and social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. These channels of communication give people opportunity to access information disseminated by the media. So it takes discipline not to let social media steal your time. You agree with me that when you are, for example, when you are on Instagram, you can be on Instagram from morning till night. If you are not careful, that might even steal away your time. So because you have different content there, pictures, you have videos, talking about one artist or the other, talking about one happening or the other. Then your Twitter, your LinkedIn, are there for you to consume contents of the media. We have impact of fake news through media. Impact of fake news through media. Let me say that the media world has positive and negative sides because it had influenced generation from ages. Some fake news makes a special impact on society to make crimes and make people react fast to issue without thinking once. In this social media, like Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp, plays a major role. Fake news is a big thing in the field of social media journalism. Fake news can be as simple as spreading misinformation, sending misinforming the public, misinforming the community. When you send and those the fake news are being pushed out by we call them citizen journalists, because they are not professionals. They use blog, they use internet website and all that to push out their fake stories. So they can just, in a twinkling of an eye, cook one story like that and push it out. They might say, okay, they might just look at something and say, okay, this is what is happening. And by the time you will find out, you will checkmate or find out the fact, you see that it's just fake. So these fake news are not being pushed out by the professional journalists. You can't see somebody that is a professional to send a fake news out. It's being done by we call them citizen journalists. So part of our role is to ensure that we dish out facts to the people. We ensure we dish out facts. And that take us a whole lot of strength and stress, because you have to go out, you have to talk to people. You have to ensure that you get across to people that are concerned, to debunk the misinformation that have been sent out by the fake journalists, or the citizen journalists, as we call them. All right. So how professionals can use media to their advantage. So as professionals, some professionals, they feel, some organization of professionals feel that they don't need journalists. Do I need journalists? Do I need them? I don't need them. So I want to use this medium to tell you that as professionals, you need us, you need media, you need journalists. And one of those things that we do, we can be of assistance to you by fostering relationship between you and the public. For example, the IGP, not everybody that know IGP, I'm sure. So we can do advocacy job to ensure that people know more about IGP. So I've done that before to organization. I've served as a public relations to organization, as an image maker, to tell the public about the organization. Oh, this is what the organization is doing. And I'm happy I'm on this platform as a journalist. So this will give me an avenue probably to work with you if opportunity is given. So like I mentioned, it's professionals, you need us. And it will be to your advantage if you make use of media as your tool. It will take you to places. So we can do the work of advocacy, started to use mass media to advance public policy. Your policies as IGP, we can use that. We can use your policies. We can send it out. We can explain more your policies, what you are doing, how advantage it will be to the public, to the community, to the whole world. Media advocacy is rooted and has its goal of promoting healthy public policies. It can be differentiated from traditional mass media strategies in different ways. So we are also good in helping professionals, telling people about them. And I remember sometimes ago I worked with a company. That company was not well known, so I had to speak with the managing director that, I can help your company. I can make you to be known to the public. And when he gave me his consent, and I did that job, and today people know what the company is doing and what it's all about, and the company is doing well. Now, to the conclusion, in today's world, the media is one of the most powerful entity on earth. I think you agree with me from what I've said so far. So is the most powerful entity on earth. So even we are more powerful than other professions. We are more powerful. As a journalist, as I'm seated here, so we have that tool. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. You get that right. We can make the innocent guilty with our write-up, with our content. Sometimes ago, one of a politician approached me and told me, said, I won my last election via what a journalist wrote. I just used that content to override, as a tool to win my election. So you can see the power of media. So they have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that's power, because they control the minds of the masses. They can enhance our work as professionals. So we can be of help. We can enhance your work. Even as IGP, Institute of Global Professionals, we can enhance your work. We can take you to places, and more organizations, governments, Those at the local level, we know what IGP is doing. I want to appreciate everyone for listening to me. Thank you very much. So if there's any question,
Thank you so much, Mom, for that very interesting discussion. And you have made me realize how powerful media is in our community nowadays. Everything that you have said is truly valuable to our audience. For the meantime, we're going to hold you at the backstage because we will be proceeding in the Q&A part of the program. Okay? We will be proceeding in the quiz competition. Then after the quiz competition, we will proceed with the Q&A part, and I will be calling you back during the Q&A part. Thank you so much, Mom.
thank you.
Thank you. Later, we will give you the e-certificate link in the comment box, and if you encounter any problem, you can collect your e-certificate direct from our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Again, that is www.eduigp.com. And after collecting your e-certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP by your check-in. Buckle up because at this juncture, we will now proceed to the most exciting and most anticipated part of this live event, the live quiz competition. And it will be followed by the Q&A part. I would like to encourage everyone to join the live quiz competition. There are the best way that you can join the quiz competition is to using your browser, go to slido.com, then enter the code quiz IGP. Remember, our code for today is quiz IGP. Then I would like to remind everyone that as you join the quiz competition, please register your complete name because we are going to get your name, the name that you have registered in Slido, in your certificate if you happen to win the quiz competition. Momentarily, let's enjoy watching this short video. There you have it. I could already see lots of participants who have joined. Everyone, you may join the quiz competition at slido.com. Just use the code quiz IGP. Come on, guys, this will be fun. Please join the quiz competition. The top 10 will receive the quiz completion certificate after the program. It will be posted in IGP's official Facebook page. So we'll be starting any minute from now. You still have chance to join. Go to slido.com. Then enter the code quiz IGP. There are already 38 users who have already joined. There are now 42 users who have already joined our quiz competition. So I'm still inviting everyone. Go to slido.com and enter the code QUIZIGP if you want to join the live quiz competition. This is exciting and fun. Thank you so much, Sir Alan Brutas, for assisting us in the comment section, and also to Sir Dennis Sarso for helping us. Okay, our first question is this. What is the importance of media regulations based on the video? Everything in the internet is unrated, or media ownership for printed publication isn't important. 71% chose the first option, but the correct answer is the second option. Media ownership for printed publication isn't important. That's a question. Let me see the leaderboard. So on our leaderboard, we have the following. Janilyn Borja Mandawe, next is Kipper Rivera, next is Kadu Sismo, then Ame Rose Enriquez, and Sheila Farida Sulapantan. Congratulations. Let's have question number 2. Businesses realize the importance of digital marketing or gender inequality. 100% of the participants answered the first option, and that is the correct answer, digital marketing. On the leaderboard, we have Janelyn Borja Mandawe, next is Kipper Rivera, Kadu Chosmo, and then Caitlin Sanson and Angelica Latube. Question number 3. Media influences our beliefs and attitudes. Is it true or false? 95% of the participants answered true, and that is the correct answer. On the leaderboard, we still have Janelyn Borja Mandawe, next is Kadus Chosmo, Kipper Rivera, Angelica Latube, and then Dennis Quinto Cerso. Next question. The first phase of media production is pre-production or development. Pre-production were chosen by most of the participants, but the correct answer is development. Well, only 13% were able to get the correct answer. On the leaderboard, we still have Janelyn Borja Mandawe. Next is Dilmar Sumugat, then Katul Jasmon, Kipa Rivera, and Novi de la Cruz. Question number 5. The second phase of media production is production or post-production. And the correct answer is production. 87% of the participants were able to get a correct answer. On the leaderboard, Janeline Borja Mandawi is still leading. Novi de la Cruz, followed by Novi de la Cruz. Next is Kipper Rivera, Roneliza Landron, and then Angelica Latube. Question number 6. What is the third stage of media production? Exhibition or post-production? The correct answer is post-production. 47% of the participants were able to get the correct answer. On the leaderboard, we have Angelica Latube. Next is Kipa Rivera. And then Enelita Villanueva and Kathleen Zanzon. And on the fifth, we have Chinky Caballero. Question number 7 this time. The fourth phase of media production is reception media is like a watching in a democracy or viral marketing. Is okay, viral marketing is the correct answer. On the leaderboard, we have Angelica Latubel, next is Skipper Rivera and Kathleen Sanson, Almay Rose Enriquez, and on the fifth, we have Enelita Quijor Villanueva. Question number 8. Media is like watchdog in a democracy. Is it true or false? "91% of the participants answered true, and that is the correct answer. Angelica Latube is leading the leaderboard, followed by Kathleen Sanson, and then Almay Rose Enriquez, and Alita Villanueva, and Joel Burdazor on the 5th place. Question number 9. What is media literacy? Practices that allows people to access, evaluate, create, and manipulate media, or the ability to like and posting others' posts. The correct answer is practices that allow people to access, evaluate, create, or manipulate media. 98% of the participants were able to get a correct answer. Good job. On the leaderboard, Angelica Latube is still leading, then Kathleen Zanzon and Anita Quijor Villanueva. Next is Almay Enriquez and Joel Bernasar. And for the last question, we have, which of the following does not come under print media, newspaper, or television? Television is the correct answer. 89% of the participants answered correctly. And congratulations to our top 10 winners for today's quiz competition. Okay, we have Kathleen Samson as rank 1, followed by Almay Rose Enriquez. On the third with Anelita Villanueva. Fourth is Joel Bernasar. Fifth place is Janeline Borja Mandawi. May I see the 6th place up to 10th place? Okay. On the sixth place, we have Sir Alan Butas. Next is Sumugat. And then on the eighth place is De La Cruz. Ninth place is Rivera. 10th place is Latube. Congratulations to our top 10 quiz competition winners. You will be receiving your quiz completion certificate in a little while. It will be posted in IGP's official Facebook page. Again, congratulations to all of you. Once again, my dear lovely audience, let me remind you, don't forget to like and share this live event to your friends and to your community. Make sure to tag your friends in the comment box. And thank you so much for your support. Don't go away because at this moment we will now indulge ourselves into a meaningful discussion with our energetic speaker in the Q&A part of the program. You may start sending your questions now. Meanwhile, let's enjoy watching this short video. Once again, let's welcome back our speaker for today's webinar. Welcome back, Ma'am Taiwo Temitopi Agunmola. Welcome back, ma'am,
Thank
to
you.
our this Q&A part of the program. You may start sending
Thank
your
you very much.
questions now. Okay, let's just give them a few minutes to type in their questions. Okay, I can see question here now from Samuel F. Morris. What are the gaps in media communication in a community?
All right. The gap is there is lack of there's a lacuna in the dissemination of information. We have some communities that they don't have access to internet, they don't have access to mobile devices to get the or internet to get what is happening all over the world. So this has created a lacuna or gap, between media communication and the community. So there is a whole lot to be done to ensure that those communities they get access to internet, to be able to access media content, and to be able to connect to their world to their world, to get what is happening all over the world. So as for those people living in those communities, they are in darkness. They don't know what is happening. So um, I think I should use this medium to plead with those that are still in those communities. I mean, the government, they should help them provide internet. And once they get internet, they get devices they can use to access media content. It will avail them of opportunity to know what is happening around the world.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for that wonderful answer. Let me see if we still have questions from our participants.
All right. So then, I think in addendum, for those in those communities, when you have radio can also be of help. Provision of radio as gadgets can help them. some of those community, once you have radio, at least to some extent, you'll be able to know what is happening. The only disadvantage there is that they might not get the media content the way it's happening. They might not get it as fast as possible. So getting their own media content might be a little bit delayed, but at least they will know much about, I mean, a few about what is happening in the society.
But internet nowadays is very important.
Yeah, it's very, very important.
Yes.
I think I've answered that question. What are the
Yes,
kinds of media?
we're
Yes.
still waiting for the next question. Do we have
All
more
right.
questions from the audience? Please send in your questions now. I can see the next question here. Another from Sir Samuel F. Morris.
Yes.
The
Social
question
media.
is, can we flash the question? How causes poor media communication in a community that is out of network? What causes poor media communication in a community that is out of network?
Um, how causes poor? What causes poor media
What
communication
causes?
in a community that is out of network? Um, yes, those are the community that are out of network. It still boils down on the inavailability of internet. It might be that, for example, now let me use Ukraine as an example. In Ukraine now, there is war between Ukraine and Russia. So and a few weeks ago, we read that uh, in some areas there's disconnection of power supply, and probably it's likely they might have issues in accessing information, in some areas there in Ukraine. So it might happen like that in some community. And if there's also ICT disconnection, it might happen. It might cause the poor connection between the media and the community. So it still boils down on the fact that the media still have another role to play, by beaming their light to those communities that are still lagging behind in getting media content. Like I mentioned, that we have a whole lot of responsibility on our shoulders. And from this question now, it tells us that we still need to beam our lights to those communities that are yet to get, that are lagging behind in getting media content, that are lagging behind to know what is happening in their society or all over the world. So I think that's what the problem is.
I totally agree with that. That is very true, ma'am. Um, let's see if we have more questions. I don't see any question at the moment. You may still send your questions, my dear audience. You may start sending your questions about the community, the importance of media in the community.
The importance of,
Yes.
I didn't get that.
Okay. We don't have questions anymore, ma'am. Thank you so much
Okay.
for answering those questions. And thank you for your brilliant answer. I think we have our next question now. Hi, Ma'am Taiwo. How can we avoid being biased in terms of reporting in media?
This is a very good question. And let me start by saying that it's hard. In some climate, it's hard, not to be biased. Let me explain this. In Nigeria, we have some of the media owners. They are not paying the journalists well. They are poorly paid. Most journalists in Nigeria are poorly paid. So it's difficult for such people, such journalists, not to be biased. because there will be incentive given to them. Oh, I need you to write this story this way. And if that is not the way to write such story, because your organization you are working for, you are not well paid, um, you are likely to compromise your the ethics of your profession. So if um, to avoid this, you have to, as a journalist, you have to be determined. You have to be determined. You have to, you know, pledge your allegiance to that, to the ethics of the profession, which says that objectivity is key. You must not be biased in reporting the news content. You must not be biased in reporting any issue. You must not be influenced with the incentive they will give you out there. So for you not to, so it in this climb, in other world, I feel those the world the countries that are giving, that they are paying their journalists well, I don't think there's any problem. But one thing that is key is that as a journalist, that you have, you know uh, plead your allegiance to this, that this is your job, this is your profession. You must not allow anything to, you must be determined, to ensure that you dish out good content to the people. You must not allow anything to come between you and the public. Objectivity is the key. You must work along with the ethics of the profession. So, and for that, for we here, that some of the journalists are poorly paid. As some of us, we are still trying everything we could to ensure that we are not biased. We, because of the determination, your zeal to the job, will not, and your conscience will not allow you to be biased. So you have to know, number one thing that is so key is for you to be determined that this job is my job, and whether you like it or not, posterity will judge whatever you do. So you have to, go along with the ethics of the profession, and that should be your guide.
Very interesting answer. Next question is this from Flomi Salvicho. Good evening, ma'am. How is social media harmful to students?
All right. Social media is has caused a whole lot of problem uh, in the society, to students, most especially, because when you're on social media, when you're on Instagram, most for example, you can be on different videos, different pictures are being posted on different content, media content are being posted on Instagram, for example, and you see even pornography, you know, can be at times posted on Instagram, on Facebook. I was going through my Facebook, was it yesterday now, and I saw one porn being posted there. It's so really irritated. So those things can, affect the psyche of a student. It might take the larger hours away from them to study, to face their studies, to, have to do what is expected of them. Instead, they will click on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and those ones will take away their time. And it will amaze you that what they are even looking for is not what will add, positive things to their life. It's something else that they'll be looking at. And from there, they do what is not. They are being influenced by, maybe see somebody smoking. I'm not condemning smoking anymore. I'm just using that as an example. So you see somebody doing all sorts of things that is not it. Then from there you can be affected, negatively. So it's harmful to the students because there are other contents. Like I mentioned in my speech, that we have citizen journalists that they push out different content that are fake on social media. And once you get that, you might be on that from morning till night, and you won't be able to even study or do other things. So it's harmful to students, and students that know what is doing must ensure that you only consume the what news of the day, something that can add positively to your life and to your studies.
Thank you so much for that wonderful answer, ma'am. Well, I guess that completes the question and answer part for today's webinar. On behalf of the whole IGP team, together with all the participants, For this session, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude for all the valuable knowledge that you have shared to us, ma'am. Thank you so much for sparing your precious time with us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
No
Thank you.
single word, I believe, is enough to express our gratitude to you. And also to all the participants who actively participated in the Q&A part of the program. Thank you so much for your questions. I hope you have gained huge understanding of today's webinar. And Mom Taiwo, thank you so much for gracing our event. Do you have any final words for our audience?
Yes, the final word is to the audience that please ensure you move away from consuming fake stories, fake news. We have a lot of people that what they do, as a job for the day is to push out fake news and to misinform the public. So please try to fact check whatever story that you see on social media before you consume it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for gracing our event for today. We look forward in having you back here in IGP's webinar. Thank you,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much. I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. This has been a very fruitful and rewarding day because of our dynamic speaker for today. To all my fellow knowledge seekers, I would like to thank all of you for attending today's session. Let me thank all of you for being so patient and active all throughout the webinar. And hopefully, you have learned something new today that will be useful in your life. Our code for today is IGP 8774. You may take a screenshot of this or you may write it down, jot it down. IGP 8774. And remember, without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functional. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime. Without code, no one is eligible for a certificate. Today's program name is The Importance of Media in the Community. And the date today is September 21. Again, our code for today is IGP 8774. Okay. Remember that the beautiful thing about learning is nobody can take it away from you. That is from Baby King. Let's proceed to the certification process. Don't forget to collect your e-certificate after the session and give a check-in with IGP. You may also collect it from our website or through the link that will be mentioned below this video. Our code for today is IGP 8774. Make sure to log in using your account, or if you are just new, create an account. Click free webinars, choose today's webinar date and title. Click enroll now. Once you get enrolled, enter the code for today, then click get your certificate. Your e-certificate will be auto downloaded to your device. Remember, our code for today is IGP 8774. Okay, if you have learned something new or we have been helpful to you even just in a little bit, please leave a review on our page. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to our Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. Please spread the information about IGP to your friends. Well, that concludes our program for today. To all the IGP Free International Webinar participants, thank you so much for your unwavering support and for your staying with us. Thank you for your active participation and engagement. Thank you for your heartwarming messages. Remember that IGP is here to render you our best service. To Team IGP, job well done for another successful live session. This has been a worthwhile event for all of us and a very rewarding experience. We hope to see you all again in our next webinars. All things work together for good to those who love God and to those who are called according to His purpose. Again, this has been your host, Marbeth, from the Philippines, signing off. Thank you so much. Stay happy and stay safe. To God be the glory. Bye.